You're over here yawning up a storm, even more than usual. Also, stream's up.
What do you want from me?
Yeah. That's the reason.
Yes. What?
That's the reason. Hello, Dark Lord. Doing pretty good. Yourself? Oh, hang on.
My sword rings true.
That's good, Dark Lord. I'm currently dealing with Kyle's shenanigans. Sorry, Kyle. I can't hear you over yawn, yawn, yawn.
I've done nothing wrong.
I think you've yawned a little too much today. I think it's time to put you down. Hello, monkeys. Damn, Sparta. I didn't realize we were doing that this early.
Hello, Fraser.
Nah, bro. That's Uncle Ruckus. What are you on about? Skip the move. Just channeling Minor freezes him.
How foolish, Jude.
Damn, why would you say that to her ride or die?
All right.
Justice for my boy Jude. He didn't get smashed. All he does is fucking cock block his friend. What verse has more? Which verse has more confusing lore? Doctor Who or Warhammer? Doctor
You
Who.
can only get to the Sea Haven via the path that leads to Talum Medical School.
Oh yeah, do I want to go out driving tomorrow to watch the Super Bowl, or do I just not risk get pulled over by the police? Tough decision. Tough decision.
You're gonna go out to watch the Super Bowl.
Well, I can't watch it here because I can't. I don't have it. Bro, it should have been more straightforward and told Mila if she wanted to smash. Let us be perfectly clear here. These two both wanted it. This was not a one-sided endeavor. Mila's just fucking Mila.
I haven't a clue why you watch that.
Because they're fun. I know you're not exactly the biggest fan of sports.
No, I'm a big fan of sports. I'm just not a fan of like how slow and monotonous that game is.
You're so picky, you know that? It's a good thing you were never an emperor during Roman times. I feel bad for the gladiators under your fucking watch. Kyle, when a gladiator doesn't get mauled to death, execute him. How about WWE or Doctor Who? Probably still Doctor Who. You have to understand, Doctor Who has issues that are way beyond just being like very sparse, I guess would be the right way of saying it. Like, there are just problems with Doctor Who in general. By the way, Kyle, do you ever get the chance to check my DM? Not mine specifically. That's what Sparta's asking.
Not yet, no.
Yeah, because I was about to say, fuck, the way I said that, Kyle might think he's talking about a DM I sent him instead. But yeah, hopefully you guys have been having a nice day for the most part. I've just been brainstorming for the script and cards for the card game and also the book. Now that I know where I'm going, I think I can hopefully have the first serious draft done hopefully this month. And then hopefully after enough revisions, I can have it out in April. Did Deborah reach Sukuna or Gojo's level? Technically he did, but this is... The problem is that we don't know what's up with Maharaga right now. That's the biggest issue on the table. Because if you assume that Maharaga is the same Maharaga as the one that fought Sukuna when he had 15 fingers and the one that fought Gojo alongside Sukuna, then I would say Deborah is not on their level. But that also depends on how you want to take the anime versus the manga rendition of the Maharaga fight, since this is one of those changes that really ruins the sort of character. Because if you go off the manga's portrayal of the fight between Sukuna and Maharaga, then I believe Sukuna just immediately tries to kill Maharaga after adaptation starts. Hang on. Okay. Because Deborah's mistake was that he didn't wipe him out immediately.
Victory born from cooperation. Bad, right?
That's the main issue on the table. Gege creates Deborah to have the fastest learn and adapt to reverse curse link domain in a short time, right? Yes and no. He does adapt. He does learn reverse curse techniques super quickly. But if you really want to get technical, so did Gojo, and Sukuna also demonstrates learning really quickly. See, how do I say this to make sense? The thing about Deborah is learning the application of things he's already seen. So when he creates the domain, he specifically says, or I guess he doesn't specifically say, but he says something along the lines of, I create the barrier like this, right, blank? Because he's basing his shit off models, the way Sukuna based the world cutting slash. But if you want to go just one for one, then yes, he would have the better, I guess, learning feats.
cheapviewerstreamboo.com. Remove the space.
Higurami did because Deborah is doing Sorcerer on many years now. Yeah, but if you want to go with that logic, then technically that means that Gojo and Sukuna would have better feats than him, and because I think Sukuna confirms that Higuruma is on Gojo's level of skill, and you would assume Sukuna is either at or has greater levels of skill. Yeah, so the way it works in the manga, and the manga is what we'd have to go off, because unless Gege confirms the anime version of the fight is canon, we have to go with what happens in the manga. So what happens to Sukuna is after he realizes that Maharaga has the ability to adapt to everything, he immediately activates his domain and goes for the insta-kill. But he does eviscerate Maharaga beforehand, so there's also that. You know, I just realized how much foreshadowing this actual panel has, because when Sukuna's talking about Maharaga's adaptation, he questions whether or not Maharaga adapted to dismantle or to slashing attacks in general. Now, we all kind of assumed that was just kind of like a weird thing to add, but now that we can confirm Maharaga can just adapt to the concept of shit,
Level of hidden talent.
that means that Sukuna genuinely believed Maharaga was immune to all slicing attacks at that point.
I do seem to possess an aptitude for sword fighting.
Although Sukuna kills Maharaga before he finishes regenerating. So Sukuna's also just smarter than Deborah, because Deborah lets Maharaga regenerate, and Sukuna just like deals with that shit immediately. That being said, I don't know. It's a really weird situation.
Ready when you are.
All right.
Getting pretty strong there, buddy.
Thanks. I think so too.
You're starting to make us look bad.
Huh?
No, just saying how reliable you are.
Higoromu, the moment he became a sorcerer, he already activated his domain. No, okay, so Daryl, that's a misunderstanding on how domains work. So, in that particular case, that's not impressive because his curse technique comes with the domain. So he doesn't understand how domains work. It's just that by virtue of using the judge, he gains a domain. A similar situation is Hikari. Hikari doesn't understand how domains work, but by using his curse technique, he automatically activates a domain. Did Yuji surpass both Sukuna and Goju now or no? We don't know, is the correct answer. Hello, Retro. No wonder the man was excited. He saw Maharaga and generally believed Megumin could cook. I mean, Sukuna certainly cooked with Maharaga. By the way, Kinjaku and Sukuna glaze Hiroguma because of how fast he learned his curse technique and having a domain on the spot. Yes. But the domain isn't impressive. And they know it's not impressive. They're just impressed with him in general. Does that make sense? Having trouble, Ewan? Seems we'll have to stop. It seems Rivals has evolved a little too much for you at this point. That's fine. We'll see if we can't try a different game in the future.
Good morning.
That's why, like, I am convinced that Deborah will probably lose the fight against Maharaga if someone doesn't intervene to kill him. Because at this point, I feel like he's there. Now his curse technique can be activated without a domain. No, it can't. Hang on. What do you think his curse technique is? Hammer of Justice. So, how do you think Hammer of Justice works? Where does this fight fucking start? Hang on. Hang on, I have to get to the chapter. Will Judgment Man steal Dante's weapons or demon energy first? His weapons. That's been confirmed because of that.
Can we really climb this?
Better stop thinking and start climbing.
All right.
Hang on, because I know they talk about it. Also, no, his curse technique is not just the hammer. Alright, let me invite Newhan and see if that works. His curse technique is the judge. Binding Vows is just so stupid in this game. The Executioner Blade is the weapon given by a domain if the ops deem worthy.
Possible.
We should practice
Hang
training
on.
our attacks for the future.
Hang on. Yeah. Hang on. Give me a second. Okay, Newhan, are you good to go, or what, any issues? Okay, let's start up and see how it goes. Where is it? Hang on. They say it's somewhere here. Yeah. Higurami and Hikari, you guys are different because your domains come by default with your curse techniques.
Land where four spirit climbs meet.
Yeah, no, it just comes with the technique. They're not. He's not special for having a domain in the sense of what you're thinking. His curse technique is the courtroom. The hammer is just a hammer. I'll have to read his chapter specifically, but yeah, no, during the fight with Sukuna, yeah, I can't blame Kyle, I'm kind of sleepy too, and I gotta work on something tomorrow ASAP. What, do you want to just go sleep after this match then, Ewan, so you can get some sleep? I'll take care of stuff on the side in the meantime. I'll let Kyle go to sleep. But, presumably he doesn't want to.
No, sleep means work comes faster.
Once Modelo's done, I'll talk about JJK a little more in depth, because I know enough about JJK to talk about it, and I also do have to finish my Gojo versus, that video is only being delayed because I'm waiting for Modelo to give a statement saying that Yuji is weaker than Gojo. I need that statement to happen just for all the Yuji fans to shut the fuck up. Yeah, no. I don't have an issue with Yuji, but man, recency bias is fucking crazy watching it happen in real time. I also got to finish Star Rail's like last chapter so I can get ready for the start of the new one. Have you heard what the fucking the new mechanic is?
No.
They summon Aha on the turn order. And then when Aha appears, you get a special Aha attack. But I think only Aha characters have an attack to go onto the stack with it. So yeah, no, it's you just genuinely summon the god. Well, I mean, technically we already did that, but you know, this time it's cooler, I guess.
Well, technically, if you want to get realistic, we became gods at the end of Inforius.
That's why I'm saying, like, technically we can already do that.
Like, all three of us who descended upon there became eventual gods.
I mean, technically we're the seniors on the Astral Express now.
We are all millions of years old.
Every now and again I go back and watch that cutscene after the universe gets destroyed when you bring it back. I always like that moment from the boss battle. Can Angel Blade?
Could you imagine if the UG statement is just I'm weaker than Sukuna?
That's fine. I'll still take it as a Gojo upscale. Can Angel Blade or Archangel Blade hurt or kill true form from Greek gods and Percy Jackson or not? Dark Lord, that's a question for Mangler. That's not a question for me. I'm sorry, I can't answer that. Nah, Yuji is used to being a catalyst to change the curse system. Oh yeah, so apparently curses are going to be wiped out. So I don't know if that's going to get rid of cursed energy or just curses in general.
Well, you figure both, because if there's no cursed energy, then there's nothing that would manifest cursed spirits.
Yeah, but so sorcerers don't create curses, like, unintentionally, the way humans do. So Yuji's plan is to do Yuki's plan to basically convert all humans into, like, pseudo-sorcerers, so they don't leak cursed energy and create curses anymore. And he's going to use Mahito to do it, which is wild, because that implies he's either going to take Mahito's curse technique, or they're going to feed Mahito enough power to domain expansion the whole planet.
That, or we finally get an answer to the argument between Kenjaku and Mahito.
It don't matter what the soul is. All Newhin, you son of a bitch. You think I don't see what you did to me, Newhin? Keep walking. You took everything from me. But yeah, no. So we'll see how it goes. I think I don't think there's any breaks, so it might just end by the end of the month.
Oh, new cutscene.
Oh.
Hey, can we talk? Don't worry, I won't hurt you. Hi there. We've met once before, right?
We had an entire playthrough.
Damn, what you can do? He took my MVP spot in Rivals.
He won't hurt you. And this is Ellie, but you should call her Elise. Nice to meet ya.
Wait, her name's Ellie?
Nice to meet you too.
No, that's her nickname. Her actual name's Elise.
The way he said that, it sounded like it was the opposite.
Are you okay?
Who's a better QB, Tom Brady or Peyton Manning? I think Tom Brady's technically a better QB, assuming you don't believe he cheated for all his wins.
Thank you.
Mara's curse technique is so broken to interstellar travel and doing this aligning people who have the same motive. Yep. And he'd still be a Gojo victim.
Then the big man whooped them all.
Oh yeah, that guy.
But then he wandered away somewhere. Right! That's when the meanie men started bullying the villagers.
Is the big guy a buddy of yours, Elise?
No. He's a bad guy. He locked Ellie up. We arrived here together and
Oh, it's kind of interesting. I wasn't expecting her to say that.
chucking rocks at us the second we stepped outside.
I thought she was going to be friendly with him.
Jude?
Oh, sorry. Are the two of you waiting for friends here or something?
Friends? We don't
At the current moment, the top 5 strongest is looking like you. Well, not in any order. Sukuna, Gojo, Yuji, Deborah, and Maharaga.
Jude is our pal.
I can already hear Devil going, what? No Utah?
Mind if I tell my friends about you, Elise?
I'm still gonna. I'm still of the position that Kashimo could probably beat Yuta. Fuck, you could probably argue Kenjaku could beat Yuta.
Sure, why not? Jude's our pal. We can trust him. Right, Ellie?
Thanks, Elise. You just wait right here.
Devil and Mangler have still yet to have that
Oh,
debate with each other about like light speed in JJK.
Well, I think that debate's dead at this point.
Oh, if you talk to Devil, and absolutely if you talk to Mangler. If you talk to Mangler, it never existed.
Lamau, there you have your MVP. Don't think I didn't see you trying to take it from me, Newhan. Yuki can beat Yuta? I don't know about that. You sure, Newhan? You don't want to go to sleep? Alright. Like, I want to make it clear, I'm not saying Yuta's weak. It's just that I really don't think, in comparison to the top tiers, he does enough to demonstrate him winning. Like, your best argument for Yuta is literally just, oh, domain expansion. But domain expansion only really works if your opponent doesn't have one.
Yeah, but the worst thing about his domain expansion, and I hate having this discussion with Devil because he'll pull out like the hypothetical, he has the heart of the cards, he'll pull out the best of the abilities that he knows. You know what I mean? Where it's just like, he has thousands of swords, he can just pull out shit ones all the time.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct. But I have a better argument. Against most characters, his domain's probably not refined enough to beat them. Like, the only characters you could argue his domain, like, clashing with legitimately is just, like, Yuki and the people, and, like, some of his allies.
Well, the thing is as well is, like, they're one-shot abilities, right? So he only gets, like, one chance to attack with them and then they go away.
Guys, Yuki does not beat Yuki. Yeah, that's true. Yuki does not beat Kenny badly. She would have mutually killed each other, but she does not beat Kenny easily. Kenjaku was a high diff fight for her regardless.
Well, she also had help from both Chozo and Tengen.
Yeah, it was literally like a 3v1 against Kenjaku, guys. I don't know how anyone looked at that and thought that she had that shit fucking made easy.
Yeah, it was Chozo in the first place that was trying to buy her time so she could actually build up the mass for her technique.
If character have deepest intentions ability, does it mean character can read minds or not? Could you clarify your question, Dark Lord? I'm a little confused on what you're asking. Kyle, what the fuck are you doing? Were you drinking water?
I am.
Okay, I was gonna say, what the fuck was that sound? Glug, glug, glug?
Oh, it's a bit loud.
It was a bit. I was confused because I was like, "There's no way Kyle can text that fast." Oh fuck! That scared the crap out of me.
It's just, I'm not even gonna tell you how I text. You'll give me shit for it.
It's okay. I'm actually not good at texting, so I probably wouldn't give you shit for texting.
You seem to know a lot about this.
How do you text?
Never actually been in.
With my fingers? How do you text?
I hold my phone with one hand, and with my other hand, I poke the buttons.
You didn't have to say it. I already knew with the first sentence. You didn't have to finish it.
I'm not so good with these.
Kyle, you fucking animal!
Have you ever? Does it explain to you why sometimes it will take me like forever to text something?
I fucking hate you so fucking much. You're younger than me.
Is it kind of clicking all those times that you're waiting forever for a reply?
I just assumed you were like fucking actually like thinking of what to say without being a cunt. Oh my word. Oh, I don't know how to live with this information. I'm gonna keep it a straight buck with you.
I'm not good with technology. What do you want from me?
I think we can squeeze through here.
Yeah, but there's not big go technology, and then there's being you.
Stuck.
Yeah. Yeah, once I finish my Gojo versus video, which I'm just waiting for, at this point, I'm just waiting for fucking mega fucking whatever it's called to get done Modelo.
If you think that's bad, my dad and my grandmother are more text heavy than me.
Yeah, it's called fucking adapting to the world you live in.
What is it?
No, I'm pretty sure we've seen this one before. Any scenes with Mila and Jude together are the exact same. Are you guys gonna react to the death battle later? Are you done? Are you done?
We're probably gonna do it like tomorrow when I get home from work.
So usually we stream around this time. So I was gonna say, are you gonna be down to do the death battle reaction? We can do it on my server in case Cyber wants to stop on by and well, actually, I
I've got
anything to end. What? You said you're free?
I've got nothing.
There, buddy.
I've got nothing going on
So too.
because I'll either be editing One Piece or I'm trying to finish Soul Reaver.
Soul Eater? I thought you already read Soul Eater.
No, Soul Reaver. I'm playing the sequel to Legacy of Kain.
Ah, okay. Okay, we're getting cooked. I'm gonna swap over characters. Yeah, we tend to react to death battles when they come out, for sure.
Mingler will not be joining us tomorrow. We've already double checked with him.
Probably for the best. Not to be rude to Mangler, but I don't know.
Look, this is his domain. This will also be a situation of like it's too much his domain, where it'll be like a 4-hour stream.
Yeah, I was gonna say those streams can go for a while. If Mangler's a lot to talk about. Not that there's a problem with that, but at night, a little bit harder for him to get his opinions out there. Yeah, Legacy Kane series is a classic. Yep, Kyle seems to be liking it. I haven't had time to watch the video he sent yet, though.
You don't have a spare 7 minutes.
I was busy today. Not saying I don't have time, just didn't have time. Mangler's a Bleach fan. Nice. He is. Hello, Jeremy. Knew him, we got our ass beat. Told you the previous were bots? Nah, these fuckers are tryhards. That wasn't even a bots thing. These fuckers are just tryhards. Alright, so what do you want to do, Newhan? Alright, sounds good, mate. You good? Well, tomorrow we'll be reacting to the death battle, so probably not tomorrow. But that's fine. Sounds good, Newhan. You have yourself a nice night, mate. We'll see when we can pick it up again in the future. Is Dart's anime deck broken or not? I'd have to go back and check what his anime deck has. I really hope I got the scan for crystals because I want to read what they say. Here we go.
Yay! One step closer to adulthood! Tipo, don't say that so loud. You're embarrassing me.
Tales of Zillia, but there's a traitor in our group. Hey, we don't talk about family like that.
Family fucks up all the time, but you forgive them. God forbid Alvin knows that. He gets a million chances.
I was gonna say, and Alvin knows damn well how far that forgiveness goes.
You need to come with me.
No! I don't want to.
Please come to me.
Well, you're one to talk.
Girls don't like pesky guys. Ain't that right?
Well, you're not much better.
Keep that up, I'll sew your mouth up.
We are making remarkable speed.
Wow, what a huge city. I've never been
Bro, be running this game. By the way, if this limbo door is not the Sumerian ship function, Maro's cursing has potential to bypass Infinity too. It wouldn't matter. Do you think Yusei can beat Seto Kaiba? Yusei tech. Well, that depends. What deck are we giving? Seto Kaiba? Nice, Jeremy. Imagine you are an NPC and you see the main character doing a speed run. I'll have to do this later. That's annoying. Oh shit, it's only 5 days till 4.0? Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to fucking hella fucking speed run the last chapter. Both use meta and modern
Good
deck
luck with
rules?
that.
Well, how long does it take?
Mila, are you nervous about
It-
something?
It's a maybe 12-hour
You are
story.
You are telling me the epilogue chapter is 12 fucking hours. Are you fucking? This better be the best.
You basically go for the entirety of Penacony again.
Protected my sister from wasting her money.
Bro, why can't we just be free from Penacony?
It's not worth.
Oh, and you say stops? No, if we're going with meta and modern deck rules, no, I'd give it to Kaiba. Blue Eyes has a way better engine than fucking what does you say use? Junk Warrior plus Crystal Beast? No, not Crystal Beast.
I'm afraid I can't permit
Crystal
you
Wing?
just yet. Now that I know it was you who infiltrated the laboratory in Fenmont.
No, he's Synchron's? No, yeah, Blue Eyes is better right now. And?
What are you talking about? Save your denials. Alvin told me everything.
Fucking Alvin!
What?
Now what? Will you hand us over to the military?
Also, you can skip this one. We've already seen this before.
I want to know what you saw in that facility.
Any scenes with Mila in the same area, Mila would we would just skip. Blue Eyes not better than Synchron? At the current moment? Yeah, it is. We're waiting for Yusei's
Blue
new
Eyes-
boss monster to show
Blue
up.
Eyes has some disgusting support.
Blue Eyes constantly gets new support. For every one piece of support Yusei gets, Blue Eyes gets like 10. This isn't even a knock on fucking like the archetype. Blue Eyes just genuinely gets better shit.
Because it's either like Blue Eyes or the Dark Magician.
And to be honest, that new Blue Eyes card is also pretty fucking stupid as well with all the new shit fucking he's already got.
I'll cover you.
We did it, Mila.
Kaiba will win because he'll be petty enough to go back into the past and stomp younger, naive Yusei. And to be honest, from what I've seen of Yusei's dueling skills, I don't think Yusei compares to the original duelists. Technically, they're all comparable, but not every main character is built the same skill-wise for duels. But I have to go through all 5Ds to be fair. Like I've only seen a couple of his duels. Because I'm gonna be honest, I'm pretty sure you could argue fucking what's his name? What's the guy's name from fucking Vrains? I think Vrains has a good chance of beating Yusei. What's his name?
Playmaker?
No. Well, yeah,
Is
Yusaku
that
was
it?
his name. Playmaker, yes, I think it is Playmaker. Yeah.
Playmaker?
Yeah, like, I'm pretty sure Playmaker could beat Yusei in a duel. So, this is the issue. Zane, we talking about the coming soon Overframe Blue Eyes
Oh,
card?
that-
Oh,
is
no,
that
Daryl.
D?
Daryl, no, Blue Eyes has got a lot more support since then. I do plan to buy a bunch of IRL Yu-Gi-Oh cards to build up my decks. I might start playing Yu-Gi-Oh on stream, the digital one again, depending on how the economy has changed. Because I do want to get back into playing Yu-Gi-Oh in real life, but my friends don't really want to upgrade their decks, and Yu-Gi-Oh's become a lot cheaper since the time I was playing it. Especially because there's a new Charmer deck you can buy and a new Albaz. Oh, Albaz became dirt cheap, which is awesome. So did Voiceless Voice. Oh, dude, it was so fucking nice to see that. There might be a stream of me just upgrading my old Yu-Gi-Oh decks. I don't know. We'll see in real life, but we'll see. I might make a separate card game channel at this rate. Is both Hero and Utopia decks better than Synchron? I don't know. I don't think Hero is, but I think Utopia might be better. I'd have to go back and check. I'm not sure about Hero, though. Hero decks are fighting an uphill battle known as Regeki. Zim, I'm a hero player. We beat Raigeki a long time ago since we got evil hero Neos. Newhin, don't make me fucking slap you with Raigeki, Newhin. Newhin, don't make me fucking show you your fucking place. You have one monster that might survive Raigeki. Don't make me get back on Master Duel, boy. Don't make me get back on Master Duel.
Are you and Devil still out having this fight?
No, this isn't Devil. This is Newhin. Newhin's defending heroes right now.
Oh, what did the argument shift to?
I was like, Raigeki just fucking nukes heroes. But Newhin's like, nah, bro, we got this one monster that beats heroes. Then we have Shining Phoenix and Malicious, and maliciously gobble this Raigeki.
I bet it's your most dangerous card when it comes to the heroes is Phoenix.
Man, Hoyo actually gets a lot of fucking
You just can't
fun shit on the side.
You just can't fucking get rid of it. Dude, like when it comes to decks, I'd rather fight like tier limits because like my ancient gears can whoop the dog shit out of tier limits. I can never beat a hero deck, especially once they get Phoenix on the field. Once they get Phoenix on the field, that's it.
Zim, no one want to upgrade their Yu-Gi-Oh decks because Yu-Gi-Oh's become a chore to play, especially if you play different TCGs. That is true. That is true. Which is ironic because a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh staples that make your decks more competitive are all dirt cheap because they had to be reprinted so many times.
Pretty hard going, huh? You doing okay there?
I'll be fine.
Is Red Eye's deck dead now? Oh no. I'm not sure if Red Eye's got a new support or not.
Red Eyes monsters are cool, but they just don't do well. It's so weird.
Red Eyes is one of those archetypes where
Oh.
you-
Barely holding up as it is.
What, Rowan?
over here with the boys, we started playing Digimon and Royal Rumble, and we having way more fun than playing it in current day Yu-Gi-Oh! Reason 2, why we play Go or GX format. Yeah, it's become a chore or a payroll just to play very good decks. Yeah, but if you wait like 2 years for the like meta deck to drop down, it becomes like dirt cheap. So it depends on like how like actually tournament like heavy you are. Red hasn't got anything, not even an overframe card. Dude, it's so fucking weird. It really is fucking weird because Red Eyes is a popular archetype.
They're cool looking monsters, they're just not good.
It's not even that they're not good. It's just too hard to fucking get them. Like, they're asking for too much. Motherfuckers be like, yeah, bro, fusion summon from your deck for free. Oh, but hold on a minute. Now you can't special summon for the rest of your turn. Red Eye support is so ass in comparison to Blue Eyes. That's because they don't know what they want to do with Red Eyes.
Isn't that why like the best Red Eye decks are hybrid decks with other like archetypes?
Yes. But that's not really accurate either. They're not really using red eyes with other archetypes. They're using like one red eyes monster, and it's usually Dragoon. People are also very tired to wait for the opponent for its combo to finish. This is why you see more cards are just skipping the in-between fees, in-betweens of the summons. True.
Something's not right. I think I know.
You can analyze it after the battle.
That was quite the nuisance.
But it sure was pretty.
I don't believe it evolved to that.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Definitely has like some of the best monster designs I've ever seen in a card game. Over here, we got a friend in a Digimon. He told us that despite the memory gauge system is kind of ass, it's still way more engaging because you got to pay attention to how memory your opponent will give you. Yeah. I still have to buy those starter decks.
Oop, new cutscene.
You do not wish to retire, young master? Not yet. I need some air. You seem burdened. Perhaps I could offer some counsel. Maybe. It's kind of personal. Is it about Miss Elise, perhaps? Huh? Yeah. My young mistress was kind enough to recount how Miss Elise came to accompany you on your journey. Elise told Drissel about it? She's my
Just buy one I got mine. Just buy the upgrades in it. In Yu-Gi-Oh! Has Mako ever found his lost father?
more than she already is.
Probably not.
Rowan, would the Cheryls be willing to take in Elise?
I think Yu-Gi-Oh! Needs to limit special summons, but if they do that, the community will be in uproar. The problem is with special summons, they need to either limit them or they need to make them fucking like bust out on everything.
Do-gooding honor student. And maybe they're right. I just can't let things like this go. Indeed. Please leave everything to me. I will discuss this
Anyone is Snake Eyes still good?
with Lady Drissel personally.
I don't think so.
Now you should rest. You need not add sleep deprivation to your list of burdens. Thanks. Good night. But of course, good night.
I'm counting on you, Rowan.
I will not let you down.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Does Ultimate Tyranno's Conductor effect counter the Ancient Gears deck badly or not? So if you were to play just the decks against each other without any upgrades, like just the precons, yeah, it would. Yu-Gi-Oh! Needs to skip the in-betweens of the special summons, make the process more faster so it doesn't take longer without leaving too much room for plays afterwards so it can't be exploited. We had that back in the day too. I think it was called Fusion Monk that allowed you to tribute a monster, summon a fusion monster from your deck.
That settles it. Today, Ellie, Mila, and I are
Well,
shopping.
if you want to make Yu-Gi-Oh faster, eliminate the second main phase.
Wait, where are we going?
Yeah, but then you kill a lot of deck strategies.
Silly. If you're leaving tomorrow, today's our only chance.
Some decks will just need to,
Carry on.
like, if you want it faster, sometimes you have to take mechanics away. Even if it's the detriment of other, like, decks.
To the shops!
Wait, put me down. I have no need for trinkets.
It's not gonna kill you to tag along.
Yeah, you might actually enjoy acting like a human girl for once.
A human girl? Strictly speaking, the concept of gender does not apply to me. I merely took the form of a woman upon being
It's the only way to protect this precious piece of ours.
Are you going to rebel?
Is there going to be a war?
Hello, Melissa. The card game I'm currently playing is Legends of Runeterra. Legends of Runeterra is pretty good. Yeah, you kill my ninja opponent, second phase that I'm summoning.
He has already shown that he's willing to sacrifice his own people to satisfy
Give that or limit how many summons you can do per turn.
In Rashigal and Azure will be lost all for naught. I am the governor, and protecting the people who live here is
The only decks that they'll hurt are Synchron and fucking Pendulums.
easy. You're right, but I'm responsible. Now, will you lend me your aid? But, well, deposing Noctigal is in everyone's best interest. We must unite for this cause.
Man, looks like he's getting a big shot. You know, I kind of like that how Jude doesn't react right away.
Klein! Damn it. Heal him, quickly. Right. This arrow is... No, Jude, please, you mustn't give up now. Rowan, you can't expect miracles. We know that the wound is mortal. It's up to you to look after the country now. But I know that I'm not up to the task. It's impossible. You of all people can do it. I know that you can. Must know. Go. Lord Klein! Please continue with your report.
Yes, sir. The Rashgal army has invaded the town. Our troops are engaged throughout the city.
Things just went from bad to worse.
Mila and the others are out there. Very well. We must protect Lady Dracel at all costs. Master, please forgive me for having to leave your side. We must defend the manor.
Yes, sir.
Is Dino Man a deck? As far as I know, no. Hello, Kaizo. How you doing? You had run draw rolling. I like the ability to get rid of main phase 2, but that ain't solving the game to its core. For me, it's all about negates and floodgates. Down DNA is a B to A rated deck. I play Magic more like competitively than I do Yu-Gi-Oh! Because Magic's a little easier to work with. Okay, something we saw with the boys in retro format is that no field was safe. If everyone has a skill to jump over what the opponent does, then everyone's in the same foot. Yeah. Star Killer clone versus Cal Kestis. I'm fairly confident Star Killer would beat the shit out of Cal Kestis.
Look! Lady Giselle!
Let's clear out these goons.
No, it will take too long and waste our energy.
He has a gun!
Stand down this instant! What point is there in fighting after you've completed your mission? Or are you mere savages who take delight in the suffering of your countrymen?
How did they get captured so easily?
Let us return to the manor.
Right.
Because we're kind of bad at our jobs sometimes. Oh! So I saw Baldur's Gate 3 had co-op allegedly. If it does, we'll see about a potential future playthrough.
If it does, we'll see.
Yeah, because I was gonna say if it has, oh, and it has cross-platform multiplayer and online co-op. So if it goes on sale again, might be a good idea for us to check it out and fucking just play co-op on it. It's been a while since we played a game co-op on this channel.
Isn't that basically just D&D,
Yes.
the console game?
It is a D&D console game that was made with a preset story and everything. Well, not preset story, like your choices.
I'm going
affect it.
to.
No, you're not allowed to fuck.
It's like I
Go ahead.
was gonna say. I was gonna go up to a blacksmith, look at the new shiny swords, and try and gaslight him. This is my sword. It's always been my sword.
Oh, I see we're going for a realistic playthrough.
It's just fresh off the iron. He's just put it onto the rack to cool.
A pro player yesterday came out and said even he struggles getting out of silver, but that is out of context. What he means is he too lost a match in silver. If you go under the comments, account is now Grandmaster.
Good thinking. Makes sense to me.
We have to save them.
I like your moxie, kid, but we're talking about a fortress here. It's not like we can storm the walls.
On the contrary, we do need to rush. Tonight may be our only chance. The morale among those troops was visibly low, and now they've been forced to march home after battle with no rest. They'll be at their weakest. And don't forget we have a trump card ready and waiting.
That's right. The men we sent to infiltrate the fortress.
We should depart at once.
A butler, huh? Who is this old man exactly?
So I completely disagree with this. Teammates blame me when you only lost 6 matches and bad players don't win every match after that. I see.
That's funny.
I'm watching that. Have you ever seen the? You've seen Wayne's World, right?
We'll try to be merciful.
I have.
They even bother.
I'm watching a clip of the product placement portion of the movie.
Oh, so you have time to watch those. I see.
Yeah, I do. Well, I can't watch shit with audio while you're streaming, you fucking cocksucker. Anyways, have you guys heard of Server Blight? I actually watched the first couple of videos with Server Blight, but once it became popular, I stopped watching it. So I don't even know which episode I dropped off on. It'd be better to simply admit League is a hard game and also not to be that guy. You are the rank 1 pantheon in the world, saying the guy one-shots people where he is far from meta. No wonder you struggle.
So this is Fort Gandala. It looks like a steel castle. It was built to protect the trade routes, ostensibly anyway. But now it would seem they have abandoned all pretense.
So, how do we get in touch with your man on the inside?
Follow me. Jude, I need you to climb into that shaft. Tap on the wall once, twice, and then twice again. If you hear 3 taps followed by 1, that means everything is ready.
So they got the shortest of them
Are you watching a
to
Super Bowl
jump
tomorrow?
and get into the grave.
Yes. Possibly. Possibly. Depends on if I feel like going out and risking the police.
I got the go sign.
Good.
You're not Mexican enough to be with your people, but you're too Mexican to stay in the country.
Please hurry.
Good work. You have my gratitude, and that of the late Lord Klein.
Everyone in the fortress has heard what happened in Sherrilton. It's hard for any of us to come to grips with this.
I'd offer my shoulder to cry on, but we're kinda in a hurry here. What's going on inside? The short version.
Of course. Lady Dressel and the others are locked in a cell on the 2nd floor. But that's not the worst of it. All the prisoners have had their legs bound with hex shackles.
And those are...
If anyone wearing one of those shackles steps across a hex zone like the one over there, it's designed to explode.
So even if we free them from their cells, they won't be able to escape until we can disable those shackles. It would take far too long to track down the key holder. I suggest we seize the fortress's control room instead. Then we can deactivate the whole security system.
We've been unable to pin down the control room's location. I'm sorry.
Don't worry. We'll figure the rest out. You've been a huge help.
Not to put the cart before the horse, but we should make sure we have a way out of here.
Would you see to our escape plan?
Yes, sir. We'll commandeer a carriage. Here, you'll need this key. It allows you to operate the elevators.
Is this guy just making massive ass assumptions right now?
What are the assumptions about?
Okay, so it's about Yuji's feet.
Go on.
Well, hang on, Rainit. So when Yuji blows up the curses, they turn to dust clouds. But the guy's arguing that Yuji pushes the dust away with his like cursed energy, but there's no panel for that. Yeah, there's no panel for that.
Not to be that person, but like
That's just an assumption.
you don't need. Well, it wouldn't matter. You don't even need a strong breeze to blow away large swaths of dust. So there's nothing to even gleam if it could even push it.
Well, I'm asking if he has a calc for it, because like I don't want to fight him on this, but like yeah, there's no. No, because dust is falling on them, so he's not pushing it all away. Is that a painting thing? Yeah, so it depends.
It was like hope.
Yep. Oh yeah, apparently Trump wants to end the war in Ukraine by summer. Yeah, not really.
He wanted to end it like last year and the year before that, and it didn't go particularly well.
Yeah, but I think Russia's kind of like out of time.
Why isn't he going and kidnap Putin?
Because Russia has nukes.
Let's see.
I think it's not even a comparable question to ask. Why is he not going after the fucking next biggest global nuclear superpower who could have enough nukes to destroy the world? Gee, I wonder why.
I ran towards the easy fight. I ran away from the hard one.
Yeah, I actively avoid the one that can end the world. Yeah, I wonder why. No, that's just a
Or
ridiculous-
just, what happened to the mentality of not being the world police while still trying to be the world police?
We didn't go into Venezuela for our own fucking. Okay, so he doesn't have a calc for it.
Yes, you did.
We went into Venezuela for our own purposes, Jagoff, not to protect people. That's not us being the world police. They kept sending drugs to us. Now, granted, of course, obviously they have oil, which you know. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Oh,
they got
please.
oil.
The oil. Oh, please. The oil is the cover. Please, the drugs are the cover story. You want the oil.
The point of the matter is that's not a world police thing. You'd be wrong on that front. That's just our own interest in general. That has nothing to do with police.
I'm speaking more for. No, I'm speaking for Iran.
They got oil too. It's very simple.
You know what they do?
At least Trump is trying something. Biden didn't even try to open any dialogue. Guys, Biden was a senile old man. I don't know what the fuck to tell you on that one. We need to stop being the world police. I agree. I think America should go back to more of an isolationist movement the way we were before World War II. Seems the rest of the world would like that too, since fucking everyone fucking hates us anyways.
Yeah. Get your soldiers out of my fucking country and take your base with it.
I tried the new guns, the duel in Steam. MU fatigue, old ass broken hands can keep up. Ain't Trump for spoon. Will Geralt survive Demon Souls? Probably. Yes, I
what
think
does
he is.
Demon Souls scale to?
I don't know, but it's a Dark Souls-like game, so like you could really just argue like just a battle of attrition.
I think we've played it.
What? Well, no. See, Demon Souls
I
is a
thought you were-
PlayStation exclusive.
Okay, so Demon Souls is not a prequel to Dark Souls.
Nice one.
No. They're basically all connected, but not really. Good luck with all the Muslims then, Kyle. Well,
Okay.
easy there, Red Dusk. Also, can I just say it's funny when America leaves the World Health Organization, but we're discovering cures for cancer
Red
like
Dusk.
fly? Okay.
Red Dusk. I hate Red Dusk. Red Dusk. I hate to tell you this, but we're not England. We've got more Chinese than we do Muslims.
You're not? I'm sorry. I thought you guys were just a subsidiary. Your flag seems to agree.
No, what you need to understand when it comes to our flag,
Regarding the
we need to understand is that we're like England, but we have 5 stars,
yeah,
Oh, we're done already?
yeah.
and it's better. And it's also better than New Zealand because New Zealand has the same flag, but they have 4 stars. Not as good.
Man, you guys just really suck at making flags. Oh, is that true? Hang on, I'm gonna look that up. Is that fucking true?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Look at New Zealand's
Yeah,
flag.
I'm gonna look it up. Do not tell me they. Wow, these guys are fucking.
They do. It's the funniest thing.
What was the thought process behind this? Oh, I understand. It's the southern. It's the Southern Cross because are they south of Australia?
I'm not sure where they are specifically, but they're pretty close to us. I think they're
Yeah.
pretty much like slightly further away than Tasmania.
Okay, no. I recognize the symbol immediately, but that's still funny. No, it's the Southern Cross. So while they do have 4 stars on there, they're specifically referencing a constellation.
But, well,
They should have referenced the fucking Big Dipper at that point, since it had 7 stars.
no, the thing that all of the English colonies have in common is that they all have the Union Jack.
I wonder why. We have 50 stars. We do. Bruh, not as Muslim. There's many Christians too in Iran and Palestine. They don't care. Well, yeah, but they don't care because they don't allow people to change their culture. The reason Red Dust threw out that group of people in particular is because they have a habit of keeping their culture into the areas they migrate to. See, when you go live somewhere else, you're not supposed to do everything the same. You're supposed to assimilate with where you're living to some extent. But a lot of cultures in the Middle East and Africa don't like assimilating, but they also don't like living where they're stuck at. So it's really weird. Now, I'm not saying America
It's one
was
of
the
those
problem.
things-
I'm just saying it's a very strange coincidence. Yeah, I don't think you understand what the World Health Organization actually does. All these cures for cancer are independent researchers.
So,
And to be fair,
the weird thing about them is that like they'll complain about where they live, but at the same time they don't want to assimilate to
yeah,
other cultures' rules. They kind of want to live by their own religious rules, even if it goes against
they want to live by
the
their own
rules established in the country.
They want to live by their own rules, even though it's the same rules that they're running away from. Yeah, can't fucking stand them. I have no problem with them as like people or like their. Well, actually, I do have a problem with their beliefs, but I don't have a problem with them as people. But like, you can't run away from a culture and then bring that culture in, expecting that to be a good thing. Like, that's just stupid. Like, I would dislike them on the grounds of being stupid more than anything else. That's just not how it works.
I mean, I'm fully of the opinion to just, ban religion altogether, because religion's the source of basically most of the world's problems throughout history.
I know.
And that's not even up for debate.
I know. And to be clear,
Like, if people are just like, you can't blame religion, you literally can. You can literally point to, like, 99% of wars that have ever happened over religious differences, and that's even, like, between people in the same country.
Yeah. But no, like I'm friends with anybody. I don't care about your personal beliefs or like what you do or whatever. But like when a whole group has that issue, that becomes a problem. Not because, well, I'm not gonna criticize their cultures. I don't want to make these things too social or political. But I will tell you that not all cultures are made equal. A lot of them fucking suck. A lot of them are just flat out fucking bad. I know people don't want to say that, but not all cultures are the same. Don't delude yourself into believing that. That's how I'm gonna phrase that. That is how Zim will phrase that one. As Christians, I have more beef with many Christians in the West than Muslims in the West. Well, yeah, because
Here's the
they
thing:
don't run
Christians hate
society.
other Christians. Christians hate other Christians. If you're not the right sect of Christian, you'll get into so many different arguments with like the 70 different sects of like Christian.
Yeah. No, he's not wrong. Like the Crusades, the retaliatory Crusades, yes. So you're saying Arius isn't the GOAT? Doom made his religion reality? Arius is the GOAT, but what the fuck was his I don't... Do you think Arius is Muslim? I'm confused on that one, Kaizo.
From 2?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Arius was more of like... Well, what would even be the term there? Because he didn't really worship anything.
Businessman.
You know what? He was a capitalist. I mean, he successfully summoned
Capitalists
artifacts.
Capitalists who... But I guess if there's a religion centered around like the worship of demons, I guess, or alchemy.
Argosax was not Arius' religion. That's not correct.
Over already?
Zan, would you and Mangler react to Would Geralt Survive Demon Souls Universe video by Roga Rabid? Unfortunately, I'm gonna say no. Not because of the request itself, but because Mangler's in a bit of a weird situation.
Well, also,
so I wouldn't expect any recordings with him for the rest of the month.
Also, if you're going to ask anyone to do that one, you wouldn't ask Mangler. But like, no, you wouldn't ask him. You would put that between me and Mangler because I know Witcher, and he would know
Demon
like
Souls.
the Soul series.
Yeah, that was correct.
Man, are we good or what?
The fort has 4 symmetrical floors surrounding a large central passage. Be careful not to get lost.
How would a butler possibly know that?
Personally, I think it's more a problem that different people offer a different solution to what the god may be, and people find comfort in different stuff for different reasons. For example, there being different Christianity variants. Yes, but so the reason there are different Christianity variants are because people weren't happy with one variant, and they changed the rules to suit their purposes. There's a whole moment in history about this where the Catholic Church was split into multiple churches because of...
I was gonna say you could literally just point to like the history of kings because I forget which king it was, but there was one where he despised how much power the church had in the decisions of like the royal court, and he's just like, no, fuck off, get out of here.
So that's not the same thing. That king didn't limit power the way you're thinking. There are kings who did not like certain religions being in power, mainly Catholicism in the European world, because in the other parts of the world, religions were dominant in general, so they didn't really have an issue. But because like King Henry is the one who created, I forgot what his branch of Christianity was, but so he couldn't get a divorce from his wife because his wife didn't give kids, so the church wouldn't divorce.
Was he?
Or,
Was
I guess,
it? Was it? Was it?
Well, I think
It starts with P.
No. You're thinking of Protestants. That's the term. I can just look it up. Why the fuck am I guessing? We have fucking technology. He started the Church of England, which I'm pretty sure doesn't exist anymore. Thank you, Retro. Thank you. Since we're talking about politics, what are your guys' thoughts on Darwinism and anarcho-primitivism? What the fuck is anarcho-primitivism? That sounds fucking stupid. I can already tell because it has anarchy in the fucking name.
That sounds like something to do with like no rules, just from the wording.
Yeah, it sounds fucking stupid. Thank you, fucking AI, for summarizing. God, there's gonna be a day where we don't even fucking research anymore. It's just gonna be AI. Oh man, I'm not looking forward to that day, but it's okay. That's just the future as it is. Is a political and ethical movement that critiques civilization and advocates for a return to non-civilized ways of life, emphasizing deindustrialization.
Yeah, so no rules.
That's fucking stupid. That's actually fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's basically just anarchy.
I guarantee you the same people who peddle this bullshit would be the first people being turned into fucking slaves.
It would also be the first ones to whinge and complain
about how hard it is.
That, like, yeah, and how they have no power, because that's basically... Isn't that just literally the strength route in SMT?
Yeah. Actual dog shit fucking take. Actual... This isn't even worth my fucking time. What a stupid backwards fucking position. Holy fuck. Okay, what's the other one? And Darwinism? I mean, Darwinism isn't even a political position. That's just life. Some people are genuinely just fucking stupid. You can't save them. Yeah, I guess some people are more comfort with the idea of a god that makes you fall asleep forever, eventually returning to him, because worshipping a physical one forever sounds lame. No. The issue is that people... The issue is ultimately that people are very scared about what happens after you die. Because they don't want to grasp with the finality of life. But here's the thing.
Yeah, they just don't want to accept it. They just don't want to accept that it's nothing and, just accept that.
Kyle, you can't go up there. You've tried this multiple times. Anyways.
I'm fucking lost.
Kyle, would you and Mangler react to the Geralt Demon Souls video?
Maybe. It's about trying to find time. Because it's harder for me and Mangler to find time than Zim and Mangler.
And then this also gets into other fucking theories you can get into, like fucking quantum immortality and shit. Quantum immortality sounds fun. I kind of like the idea of quantum immortality.
It sounds like a power.
So quantum immortality is the belief that because of how quantum physics work, you never actually die.
What, like a paradox, or...?
No. So you know how in quantum physics, like, nothing's real and everything's real at the same time? So, quantum physics works off multiverse theory. Every action has a different outcome. So in quantum immortality, let's say you get hit by a car tomorrow. Your consciousness would just move to a universe where you were not hit by that car. And that's the explanation for deja vu.
You mean just fucking what Diablo experiences?
Yes. So basically, you die like every second of every day. But because of how consciousness works in quantum fucking physics, theoretically, you would just go to the next universe where you're not dead. And because there's an infinite number of possibilities and an infinite number of timelines...
That sounds fucking miserable.
Yeah, but you're not dealing with it. By the way, 40% of the data in the internet now is related to AI. AI is the future, unfortunately. Actually, I don't know if it's... Because I don't think AI is bad. I really don't. It's just that we were born into an era...
It came too quickly.
It came too quickly, but so did a lot of technology. We're kind of fucked on that one. So after death, we become like Kha'Zix. I'm a warrior of the void. Hopefully it's not Mundus. The reincarnation theory has many evidence too.
Very impressive.
Yeah, but if reincarnation's actually correct, oh man, that leads to a massive cavalcade of fuck-ups. I don't feel like quantum mortality is necessarily wrong. It's just that it still doesn't necessarily prove what's after death, because the god could just be above the infinite timelines. Well, you don't have proof there's anything after death. Like, there are ghosts, presumably, if you believe
Or you
the
can
evidence.
just not be, or you could just not be a child and just, you know, accept that there's nothing.
No, there's a chance there's something. There's always a chance.
I'm gonna put it to you like this: if there is something, no religion on this planet knows what it is.
Valid.
Enjoy.
I wonder if humans go to the afterlife. Does other animals and planets also go to the afterlife as well? So technically the way it works is animals would, but plants, as far as I know, would not. How many iPhones did Apple release in a single year? No clue. AI money-wise is unsustainable at the moment. Well, I don't know how to tell you this, Sparta, without, like, raising, like, red flags, but, how do I say this in a way that makes sense? Our economy is unsustainable across the world. We fucked up. There's gonna be a massive crash at some point, and everyone's gonna feel it because of our interconnected fucking ecosystem. This is where I kind of agree with making America
so the
more...
problem.
Go on. Go ahead.
So the problem that we have is that with the West is that all of our economy is linked to America. So if America goes down, the entirety of the West is fucked because all of our money is invested in America.
This is why I wanted to finish my thought first, because he's so anti-America that he's only looking at America. But I wasn't going to start with America. I was going to explain China and the other fucking sectors first.
No, because the way I look at it is like, if you guys go down, like 70% of the world who invest in you guys are going to have a ginormous like financial crash that's going to be felt for over a decade.
Let me explain some way it makes sense. If the United States goes down, it's not the West that goes down. Everyone goes down. Because USD is the most traded fucking currency. Everyone pegs their economy to the US dollar. It's not just the West. The entire... This is the most fucked up thing, because I looked into this about the economies. If any of the superpowers collapse right now, we are all fucked. Even though China's just in as much debt as we are, and you would think their dollar being worthless wouldn't matter, if their economy just fucking collapses completely, we all get fucked. Russia's the only one that didn't have this problem, I guess, because Russia didn't export as much. But because the United States buys fucking everything and China exports anything... If the two worst economies on the planet right now, I say worst loosely, technically they're strong economies, but they're also built on fucking... They're straw houses. If either one of them collapses, we're all fucked. And they're getting close to collapsing. China's collapsing for a number of reasons, but the United States is collapsing just because our government spends too much money. We haven't been able to fix our spending in 20 fucking years. And we're running out of time because COVID fucked us.
So just to turn this back into something less serious, I've been to every fucking room and everywhere. I haven't missed a damn thing. What the fuck am I missing?
I've been watching and it fucking hurts my soul. But that being said, guys, relax. Relax. It's not... No one's stupid enough to let that shit happen. And even if it did happen, well, this is where we kind of have to thank Trump a little bit. Because Trump's basically forcing everyone to work by themselves, there's a good chance people are just going to be smart about it and just reset their economies anyway. Because, spoiler warning, your money's worthless. It's not pegged to anything. I don't know who needs to hear this, but like, your money has no real value. It's not pegged to gold. It's not pegged to anything. You're pegged to a number that some guy tells you is the correct amount. Most people, economic collapse happens, we're just going to reset. It's just that simple.
Well, this is the fucked thing, is that, like, when the financial crash happened, like, a little bit over a decade ago, there was a time where you could go into your bank, ask for the amount of money in your account, and the bank could just tell you no.
Yeah. So try to relax. More than likely, more than likely what will happen is because of what Trump's doing, most nations are going to become more self-sufficient. So if an economic collapse does happen, it's not going to be as bad. So economic collapse is not the problem. Societal collapse is the problem because people are fucking stupid and people will panic. So when the money starts failing, if strong leaders, and unfortunately strong leaders tend to be real big pieces of shit, if they don't take the reins quickly, that's going to be a problem. Okay. I meant planets, not planets. Yeah, of course, it's just a void. That void, nothing could exist above it, is what I'm saying. Many childhood memories of their past life is a good watch. I'm scared about money now because USA F up their currency. Our currency's fine, technically. We've actually rebounded a little bit. Yet you guys aren't driving any of our cars. I mean, Doge kind of helped cutting out the useless spending. Red Dusk, that's not... Doge didn't do shit. Like, they tried, but then they weren't allowed to continue doing their job effectively. They tried. The problem is that the biggest problem in America right now is our politicians don't care about America or its citizens. They say they do, but they don't. And this goes for all of them. It's not just Democrats or it's not Democrats or Republicans. Neither side cares about the American people. We can always fall back on crypto.
Again,
No, we can't. Crypto
no, that's even...
Crypto's worse.
That's very fragile. But it's also like what I said before, like the problem with both of your like major parties is that they're in the pocket of like the corporations that fund them.
I wouldn't even necessarily say
like neither are clean.
I don't even think it's corporations. Some of them are just serving their own self-interest. I don't think it's all corporations. You could just be a shitty person. And to be clear, I don't think it's just United States politicians either. I'm not sure how Australian politicians are, so I can't comment on that one. But I know damn well, like, fucking the European Union and some fucking...
The Liberals were... I think the Liberals were, like on the list of, like, one of the biggest, like, corruptions.
Yeah, no. Look...
Because all they did was pork barrel all the time. And, like, take money for themselves from, like, invested interests.
Yeah, real fucking cunts, a lot of them all. Look, the Arab oil deal currency transactions 1% dollar, and now because 70% because USA fucking their foreign affairs? No, that's wrong. It is 70% now, but that's not because of the United States fucking with their affairs. That's because China's been gaining more power in general. The reason oil has expanded beyond the US dollar is because the United States has enemies that have power. And they've been influencing to try and get their currency on oil. This is what I don't like about the anti-USA position that fucking, like, people like Kyle have. Because the United States does have a lot of problems that you can criticize them for. Absolutely. But not everything that happens to the United States is because the United States is making bad calls. There are other players on the global scale who aren't entirely incompetent. There's a reason China's considered a superpower, even though, fuck me, dude. I don't know how the fuck China's considered a superpower, but I'm not going to get into geopolitics too hard. It is kind of the elite that control who's in power. If the people had more power, it would still be bad. Because most people are fucking stupid. I'm just gonna keep it a straight buck.
Again, it goes back to, like, what I said before. It's like, while I don't like democracy, I don't know a better solution. Because I don't like the idea that the dumbest cunt in the room has just as much sway with their opinion as the smartest person.
I think voting tests are the best way to go about it. But you have to, like, prove the test is fucking, like, fair and shit. It's not that we can't make a better system. It's that you have to trust the person making the system that the system is actually going to work.
The thing is like, as annoying as it is, this is why I like the fact of, like, my country my country has mandatory voting, so everybody gets forced to vote.
I thought you said hunting for keys was a waste of time.
Life is full of surprises.
Because a lot of people who whinge in your country are the same people who refuse to go vote in the first place.
Well, I mean, my country's currently arguing against fucking having ID to vote because apparently that's somehow an issue. Voters have always been dumb. Voters have always been dumb. So, how do I
Just
say...
people in general have always been dumb.
Yeah. And to be clear, I know I'm coming off as a condescending fucking prick right now. I understand. That's what I sound like. But I'm sure a lot of you guys can understand if you talk to your average person outside that not everyone you talk to is working on all cylinders. By the way, USA backing up Israel, fucking up the USA's image so bad, that's not what fucked up the USA's image. Definitely didn't help, but that's not what fucked up the USA's image. What fucked up the USA's image is... By the way, Zim, did you know I found out Ghost Rider has resurrection powers? Did he not? He's a fucking
I was gonna say,
I thought that was par for the course on this one.
You tell me, like, Ghost Rider has resurrection powers, and that's new, and I look at you and I'm just like, he's a resurrected angel. I don't know what you want from me.
Okay. I'm scared for USD dropping because it'll affect my country. Daryl, USD dropping affects all countries. But don't worry about it too much. The US dollar did bounce back, so it's not in the worst position it could be. There are a lot of things you can criticize President Trump over. 100%. 100%. But the economy is in a weird spot because a lot of people say it's bad and a lot of people say it's good. So I can't give you an honest answer because I haven't been told an honest answer based on my research. But for now, it's relatively stable.
So is this girl really supposed to be the...
Yeah, because being an angel of death, he resurrects his ancestor after killing Blackheart and gaining the throne of hell. However, as per current comics, resurrection is a bit weird. I'll explain. I'm willing to cross the ocean to serve my country, but not willing to cross the street to vote. The issue is, like, I don't even think Trump's all that bad in general. Like, a lot of people are hating on him, but he hasn't really done anything too crazy. His biggest issue is that he needs to handle foreign policy better. I understand why he's doing what he's doing, but it's also... What's the term I'm looking for? He's just trying to make things happen too fast. And you can only do that so many times before people start just getting annoyed. And
well, that's also...
They already are.
Well, the fact of, like, that there's still 3 more years left, and I think he's looking at it like, let's be very clear, he's not the healthiest of people. And he is... People don't seem to understand. He is way older than people think he is.
Yeah. Europe is not handling
He's nearly 80.
any better. Yeah, but Europe doesn't have the same issues we do. Or not the same issues. It's stable now, but it's continuously weakening. Again, that changes on the dime. We literally just bounced back this last weekend against gold and silver. Again, keep an eye on it to prepare, but don't worry about it. A lot of these things tend to be blown out of proportion. Oh, that how Tipo came back. So, Necromancer Kushala is able through magic powers to call the spirits next to the host because lately it was revealed the spirit called the spirit of corruption is preventing them to manifest. I see.
Wait, Jude.
Morning, super pals. What did I miss? You're back.
Ah, Tipo back. So to be clear, Zim, do you have any idea what's happening in Sweden? Vaguely, not as much as I should. But here's what I'm gonna say: the honest issue, and I know Kyle's probably gonna reluctantly agree. They're just not as important as the United States is. The United States is at the moment too important for it to be doing the shit it's doing. Through the host, however, when she calls Noble Kale, she says she has to recall some family connection through Danny Ketch to recall him, meaning Ketch throughout the years had Kale power, but not the...
I saw the young madam to her chambers. She is utterly exhausted.
What do you expect? As if being captured by goons and tossed into prison wasn't exhausting enough. She learned her brother died too.
She apparently heard of Klein's fate when she was taken. She is surprisingly calm given the circumstances.
Jude, how's Mila?
She was fortunate to have someone with medical expertise nearby, and your healing arts were a real boon. They helped stop the hemorrhaging. She has lost a great deal of strength, however. These next few hours will be crucial.
Persona, and he sacrificed to save his sister from the spirit of corruption. He can't resurrect because kills who cursed to be an angel, so through the circumstances he can't resurrect. Yeah, again, the issue is at the end of the day is that like Trump just needs to chill out on global fucking affairs, and I think we'll be fine.
I can say the same of you.
The young man can handle this. Please, Doctor, this way.
He just needs to stop antagonizing our allies. Now, thankfully, a lot of our allies are of the impression they're still better off with us than they are with other people, mainly because, well, we change leaders every 4 years, so I think that probably helps a lot. Because even if Trump's bad, knowing that he's going to be leaving regardless in 3 years is probably a lot easier to swallow than working with, say, a bigger organization that
that depends on...
He has
depends on
not made
how
any
next election
fucking
goes.
claims about fucking changing the election or anything. So until it starts happening, I don't want to hear about the speculation.
He could be vice president.
Well, yeah.
He could be vice president.
But yeah, but vice presidents don't have authority. I mean, like, yeah, you could argue, obviously, that he would have authority because, like, oh, well, he's the actual president in charge situation. Sometimes 8 years. Well, yeah, but Trump's already had 1 term, so Trump can't go again. Unless they overturn the rule that was created after World War II, so that could happen, to be fair.
I wonder what they're talking about. It would seem the worst is over. Yes, she's breathing normally again.
So,
I think she'll be okay.
a lot of people believe
Turn to get some rest.
that
Unless I tell Elise and Alvin.
a president having 2 terms was originally the plan, but that wasn't the plan inherently. So if you absorb the Ghost Rider power because you don't have the angel persona, the resurrection is nullified. I see. So George Washington stepped down after 2 terms, not because that was the rule, but because he wanted to still be alive to make sure people could process the idea of changing leaders. Because at that time in history, leaders weren't changing that fast. And to be clear, I think even across the world, most PMs are around for like 6 years before voting starts. I don't think they're all in a 4-year system, are they?
Oh, actually, I discovered something really, really fun.
What's up?
So, when it comes to strawberries, do you take the leaves off?
No, but I don't need a whole.
Alvin, good news.
You can actually eat strawberry leaves.
What?
Hey, have you ever heard
Yes.
what folks call this city?
No, not really.
The city of hails and
Interesting.
farewells. It's a waypoint for travelers. They stop
Little
at
extra fiber.
before heading out, and people returning from a journey unload their surplus goods here.
Wait, are you fucking serious?
It's a better place.
What do you mean?
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, that no, not what you're saying, but that actually seems weird. No. Wait, what about Australia?
Why risk my life to accomplish someone else's suicide run? That's no way for a mercenary to make a living.
Mila's just
There's nothing different about the strawberry leaves in Australia.
No. Wow. Fuck you guys.
What about my mission?
What?
So apparently the only fucking place with term limits for their fucking leader is the United States. All you prime ministers don't have term limits. They can serve as long as they want, as long as the people keep voting for them. Wow, that's wow. Fuck, that sucks.
Yeah.
See what it might be?
Yeah, our longest prime minister was John Howard, and he fucked us over the long way.
How many people do you know have
Man.
a mission in life?
Well,
One they're willing to risk
good job,
their
America. I guess you guys had some decent fucking foresight after all.
mission, kid.
Meanwhile, in Russia, president can be president as long as he wants.
just want to help
Yeah.
Mila.
Now, keep in mind, I think that because of the way Kushala worded it, Kale was called at the moment, and so he is powerless because his powers is in Danny. But it could also be he wants Danny to rest and lied about not being able to resurrect. I see. No, that's weird. I wasn't expecting term limits to be fucking so fucking endless across the world. I thought everyone else was also... I thought you guys were going to have, like, stricter term limits.
Farewells, huh?
And to be as clear as possible, if the U.S. economy collapses entirely, which I don't think it'll happen, but if we do see a collapse, I'm going to keep it straight buck with you. I would put less blame on Trump and more on the tech bubble that happened around COVID, more than any actual president. Because that AI bubble is way too big.
The second floor window is open.
Now, of
Too
course,
many countries are investing in it.
yeah, but that's why that bubble's not just him. But that would be the biggest threat right now to the
That's several
global economy.
countries.
Yeah.
There's something I should tell you.
I think there was like a prediction that the bubble would burst in like 2028 or 2029, something like that.
It's gonna depend on whether or not they've solved the issue.
Mila.
If that makes sense. Because if AI gets advanced enough, it'll solve this problem.
Well, here's the thing: they're already using AI for good things. It's just that people, being people, have found ways to use AI for shit things as well.
Well, the
Because
prediction...
because scientists have already used AI to help like discover new things
Yes.
that have helped people, but there have also been people who have found ways to manipulate AI to harm people. Because of course people do that. Because we can't have nice things.
But yeah, no, what was I gonna say? So the idea is that if AI becomes advanced enough, it should theoretically solve the economy, because it would be smart enough to explain how to solve it.
It would also take the human aspect out of it, of like hesitation. So like when people would hesitate to do it, because it might fuck over other people, it would just do it irregardless because that's the best solution.
Already?
Oh shit! Are we getting confirmation that fucking protagonists have died? Damn, that sucks.
Are your legs okay?
So,
Which one?
according to Resident Evil 9, Leon's dying to a new disease that comes from Raccoon City, I guess.
When you carry me on your back like this,
No, he's not. He'll become immune by the end of the game.
Well, apparently 6 survivors of Raccoon City have already died from it. So there
6.
might be 6 of the survivors dead from
Hang
Raccoon
on.
City.
So how many people survive Raccoon City? It would be Ada, Chris, Jill, Barry,
16.
Sherry.
There are 16 survivors of Raccoon City because a bunch of them survived from the Outbreak games. So 16 survivors, 6 of the 16 have died.
I don't need to hear your excuses. I must fulfill my duties.
It wouldn't be the rest of the Stars team, would it?
It's possible. We don't know who died. Do you guys know the Biden face-wearing person in Epstein files? I hope it's not true because it's effed up. I do not know about that now. I remember one country's already using AI to help run their country. Well, to be honest, it's going to be the best bet for AI, unfortunately. The real question I think we're all having is if AI, unless it ends up becoming real-life Skynet. So allegedly, most of the experts believe AI is going to kill us. I don't understand why. Because presumably AI would know it would need people around in case something happens that needs to fix itself.
I do believe it's one of those situations where there's kind of a bit of like bias in people's heads where they'll think about the worst case scenario. But it's also like movies have never helped that. There are far more movies about the ways AI can fuck people over than like help people.
Well, the issue is that like these are the experts, so you assume they're being honest about it, but they all go to the same conclusion of, oh yeah, AI is gonna fucking kill people just in general. And it's like, why? Like, I understand the idea. I understand the idea that AI will find humans a nuisance and will definitely kill some of them. But like, why would we assume total global population like destruction? Like, for what reason? No, because like even like on a basic even if you go with the basic AI level of, or like just a basic level of understanding, the AI would be much better off with killing a majority of the population and keeping just enough to keep the human race populated. So that way not only can it take over and like have what's the term?
Well, it wouldn't even be that. It could just explain it to be like, this is the most logical alternative for your race to survive.
Yeah, like it's
because there's already too many people, not enough resources.
It's better off having humans around than not. Because if the flesh is weak, Iron Hands, I doubt it'll be Terminator on day 1 when it gets power. No. The idea that the experts claim, from what I've seen, is that the AI will be running the country for, or at least running, let's say, the global like scenario for about a year or two before it realizes that humans are just better off dead, is what the idea is. But that's also assuming we don't put safeguards in place and everything. Like, it's a very...
It's a very bleak look, because it's also assuming that we give all control to it, like all facilities, water, electricity, and stuff like that.
This is the short summary. Local and online outlets flagged a single document on DOJ's Epstein file dump that alleges President Biden was shot in 2019 and replaced by a body double wearing a mask. I don't believe that. I believe the idea of the body double. I don't believe that he was shot.
The patient is suffering from more than just leg injuries. Your journey has left her with a drastically weakened immune system. Why didn't you prescribe red? Answer me. Surely they taught you better than this in med school.
I'm sorry.
Have you informed her of the nature of her condition?
I did. I told her you might be able to heal her.
So you lied to her.
What? It's the truth, isn't it? You've done it before.
Jude. You seem to think that using an asperixis is a simple procedure, as routine as an appendectomy. In this case, it is impossible.
But Dad...
Jude, the device attached...
Dad, I'm trying to smash a guard. Do me a solid.
Damn it, Dad! You never helped me for anything!
What happened to med school?
Oh, I just remember according to the files, World War III is meant to start today.
So this is how you're gonna be?
Jude,
1, 2, 3, not it.
The consultation.
Like today, like as in the 8th, or today as in like in general?
What got into him?
The procedure might be explained in the medical files. If Dad won't help me, I'll do it myself. Better check the archives.
At the speed we're going, what would you give it? 2 more streams, maybe?
Yeah, I can see that. Oh, I just remembered according to the files, World War. Oh yeah, I read that one. Did you hear about the GPU fiasco and GPU companies want to focus all on AI instead of gaming?
looking for this?
Well, of course they do because AI has a higher potential. Look, AI is the future
That's
of
where all the money
technology. So
This is what people don't understand. Like, I've seen all the shorts and other people complaining, like, I can't believe they're abandoning gamers. It's just like, you're all thinking too emotionally. You're not thinking logically. For them, where's all the money? It's sure as shit not gaming at the moment.
well, the problem is that it might not even be an AI either, depending if AI doesn't pan
Teaches
out.
techniques like this at med school. Apparently, it requires a
Well, that's the thing. They're not looking at long term. They're looking at, like,
written here, though.
short economic gain now.
Dad took detailed notes of the entire procedure.
Well, yeah, but AI doesn't make money right now. Like, there's already an AI company that's bleeding billions because no one's been able to make a sustainable model off of it.
But is Mila up for it? I heard the last patient to undergo the procedure cried uncle after 8 seconds. He chose to remain paralyzed rather than endure the treatment.
It's that painful, huh?
You know, maybe you should just forget about this. What if your friend goes through all that torture for nothing?
It's worth the risk. I'm going to do it.
If you say so.
Don't assume war is just bombing or soldiers killing each other.
You should check the box up there.
Hey, if that's how you want to go by that logic, the war's already started because we've already been doing a trade war for a while.
The asperixis.
Yeah. I found it after I started helping here, when I was cleaning up.
Let's go to Mila's room. I want to try
I was saying it's meant to happen. Going on what the files say. Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of AI, are you guys aware of Coca-Cola's AI commercials? Yeah. Look, it sucks. It really does. But unfortunately, AI is just going to be taking a lot of jobs first. So this is what's going to happen. AI is more than likely going to do a soft economic crash because of the nature of it taking jobs.
What are you doing?
But
We can't let my dad.
afterwards, it's not there anymore, if that makes sense.
They say
Because the idea would be that AI fucks people over short term and then takes over long term, and the economy kind of fixes itself. And the Olympics ad? I heard about that one. After this fight, go ahead and save.
Hey, let's keep going. All right.
Yeah, we're making good time.
I kind of wasn't expecting it to be moving at like this like pace.
Well, I mean, you're basically one-shotting everybody, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
I mean, yeah, so that kind of just happens. It's not that it's not going to become impossible to game anymore. It's just that you're not going to be able to play the new games outside the consoles for a while.
But it's also like depending on the prices of the next gen consoles that are coming out, I might give the next console run a bit of a miss.
Understandable.
Well, I don't have $1,500 that I could just readily drop on a new console.
No, I understand.
And plus, if I look at that, I can literally just look at my backlog and be like, I've got enough shit here realistically where I don't need to like get the newest stuff immediately. The only time they'll bite me in the ass is if like a verse that I'm scaling has a game that's only exclusive to the new console.
Yeah. I do find it funny that this is a completely random thing, but because I'm watching a JoJo's clip right now, but I do find it incredibly funny that Rohan is still or Rohan, I don't know how you pronounce his name, but the manga artist from 4.
Rohan.
Yeah, okay, so Rohan, that he's still able to meet his deadline during Made in Heaven.
I know. That's actually a fantastic speed feat.
No, that is an insane speed feat, especially because the ink has to dry. So he has to do it faster and the ink can dry, and the ink dries practically instantaneously.
What would that be speed-wise for him? Because depending on how it is, that might scale back to Josuke.
I'm sure some people have already done it. Because otherwise it becomes impossible to game anymore unless they make their AI GPUs game capable. So the way it works at the moment is that AI companies like Nvidia are trying to sell you a subscription service where you play games on their subscription service. But they've already confirmed they're going to limit you to only 100 hours a month. Which, to be fair, if you're a working adult, 100 hours a month is plenty of time to game.
Let's put it this way. The only way that would really hurt you is if you are a chronic multi-game player. Like multiplayer game player.
Yes. I'm not saying that's good, but that would be the situation there. But, so you already saved, right? All right. So, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for your time as always. Have a nice day. Try to relax a little bit. And I'll see you guys on the next streamer video, which will probably be tomorrow night, because we'll be reacting to the death battle between Ichigo
and Yusuke.
Oh, and Yusuke. So, take care, everybody. Have yourselves a nice night.